Updated December 2, 2017 165,121 Canberra's wet weather has kept emergency services busy, with work to repair damage expected to continue throughout the evening. By 4:30 p.m. Canberra Airport had recorded 55 mm of rain since Friday morning, with 17 mm falling since 9 a.m. Saturday. The ACT State Emergency Service (SES) had responded to 179 calls for help, with localized flash flooding sweeping across the city. The Bureau of Meteorology predicted further downpours across the ACT and surrounding region in the afternoon but said it would ease overnight. A severe weather warning remained in place as of late Saturday afternoon. Chief Officer at the SES Georgina Whelan said the worst flooding had been in Gungahlin in Canberra's north, as well as in Waniasa and Greenway in the south. The number of trees falling is increasing because soil is not absorbing water and that's impacting the stability of the trees, she said. But by 4:30 p.m. she said the localizing flash flooding had settled significantly. Most damage has been to solar panels in homes and tiling on roofs, she said. They've kept crews busy and jobs are still coming in. We will work into the evening, so we're asking people to be patient as we prioritize jobs. She said no rivers in the region had flooded, but the Murrumbidgee River could develop moderate flooding over the weekend. The Bureau of Meteorology forecast the showers would ease late on Saturday, with lighter rain returning throughout the week. Since 9 a.m. Friday, the Territory had seen more than half of December's average rainfall. SES calls in extra staff to cope with busy days. Whelan said she had called in additional crews to respond to today's jobs, but was not aware of any injuries as a result of the weather. The greatest risk is electrical threat, Ms. Whelan said. A significant number of ceilings have water is leaking through. People aren't sure how to respond and generally alarms are going crazy. She warned of the electrocution risk and said residents who aren't comfortable with isolating power should ring 000. We are continuing to remind people of the risks associated with stormwater drains, she said. NSW prepares for widespread flooding across the border in southern NSW. The SES has deployed extra volunteers, equipment, and aircraft to prepare for widespread flooding. NSW SES spokesperson Phil Campbell said the emergency crews' areas of greatest concern were in and around the township of Tumut, the Albury area and communities on smaller tributaries like Billabong Creek and the Riverina. At the moment of most concern is the Riverina through to the Snowy Mountains and the southwest slopes of NSW. Those areas are bearing the brunt of current heavy rain, and that rain is likely to continue with localized flash flooding for the remainder of today, Mr. Campbell said. We're urging communities in the affected areas to make sure they are well prepared to lift pumps and to relocate livestock to higher ground, and if they're expecting to be isolated, to make sure they're well stocked up on food, fuel and other essentials. A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Saturday evening around Sydney, Gosford, Orange, Moree, Dubbo and Parkes. Heavy rain which may lead to flash flooding is likely in the Riverina, southwest slopes, parts of the central west slopes and plains, central tablelands and the western parts of the southern tablelands and Snowy Mountains districts during Saturday. We're expecting some major flooding on the Sunday on the Murrumbidgee River into Gundagai and some moderate flooding in Wagga Wagga, Mr. Campbell said. Other locations on floodwatch are Eden, Goulburn, Cooma, Yass, Bombilla, Parkes, Condobolin, Young, West Wyalong and Tumbarumba. Mr. Campbell warned residents to keep out of floodwaters and contact the SES if they needed any emergency flood assistance, rescues or help with sandbagging. The SES has the following advice for people in areas with severe weather warnings: move your car under cover or away from tree, secure or put away loose items around your house, a yard and balcony, keep at least 8 meters away from fallen power lines or objects that may be energized, such as fences, keep clear of creeks and storm drains, don't walk, ride your bike or drive through flood water if you are trapped by flash flooding, seek refuge in the highest available place and ring 000 if you need rescue, unplug computers and appliances. Avoid using the phone during the storm, stay indoors away from windows, and keep children and pets indoors as well for emergency help in floods and storms. Ring the SES, NSW and ACT on 132,500. Topics: Weather, Canberra 2600th Act, Australia. First posted December 2, 2017. 093621.